Good morning, students. In this session, let us study about dynamics of particle on that rectilinear motion, movement along a straight line. That means study of bodies which are moving in a straight line. So here in this, let us solve few practical problems in rectilinear motion. So first problem, read the problem. A train starts from rest and attains a velocity of 45 km per hour in 2 minutes with uniform acceleration. Okay. Calculate first part acceleration, second part distance traveled in the time 2 minutes, third part time required to reach the velocity of 36 km per hour. Let us understand how to solve this problem. Here we have to give the given data. First, a train starts from the rest. So starting from the rest. So initial velocity is 0. Because starting from the rest. Rest means it is not moving. It is still. So initial velocity is 0 and attains a velocity of 45 km per hour. So 40 km per hour, this is velocity. So final velocity is given in the unit kilometer per hour. So final velocity we use the symbol as V, 45 km per hour. So we have to convert it into meter per second. So kilometer means 1000 meter, 45 into 1000 meter. In order to convert hour into second, we have to multiply 3600. We will get 12.5 meter per second. And the time is 2 minutes. It takes 2 minutes to attain the speed 45 km per hour. So time is equal to 2 minutes. Minute means 60 seconds. 1 minute means 60 seconds. So multiply with 60, we will get 120 seconds. So let us solve the problem. Here, first part is acceleration. We have to find the acceleration. So here, we can use the equation of motion in straight line. Equation of motion along a straight line. We have three formula, right? V is equal to U plus AT. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Another equation also there. No, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. We can use any one of the equation. But here in this, we know the value of initial velocity, final velocity, time also we know. We need to find acceleration. So better we can use the first equation. Then only we will get the unknown value. Only the unknown value. Only one is the unknown value. All the other parameters in this equation are known values. So we can use this first formula. So here substitute the final velocity, initial velocity is 0, acceleration is required to find and time is 120 seconds. So while solving we will get the acceleration value as 0.104 meter per second square. Then the next question is distance traveled. Distance traveled. So we know the formula. S is equal to distance, displacement is equal to ut plus half AT square. So here we know all the values in it. So we substitute this, we will get the value of S as 748.8 meters. Then after that, they are asking us to find time required to attain a velocity of 36 km per hour. So here it is not 45 km. Final velocity is not 45 km per hour. They are giving the final velocity as 36 km per hour. So what is the time? They are asking us to find the time required to attain this speed. Okay, time required to attain speed 36 km per hour. In order to convert it into meter per second, we multiply it, we will get the value as 10 meter per second. So here we need to find the value of time. So we can substitute in the first equation of motion formula. So we know the final velocity now. The final velocity is 10. Initial velocity is 0. Acceleration we already found. So we will get only the unknown value is time. We will get the value of time as 96.15 seconds. That's the answer. Then we will solve another problem. So here a car is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So velocity is given, initial velocity, okay, moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second, initial velocity. The car is brought to rest by applying brakes in 6 seconds. Okay, brought to rest. So final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 20 and final velocity is 0. We are applying brakes in 6 seconds. So the time required is 6 seconds is given. We need to find the retardation and distance traveled by the car after applying brakes. Retardation means negative of the acceleration. So first velocity is 20. After 6 seconds it goes to 0. So we need to find the retardation. Retardation means acceleration. So we can use this formula. V is equal to U plus AT formula. So initial velocity, final velocity is 0. We will get the value as negative value. So negative of acceleration. So it is reveals that it is retardation, reduction in acceleration. Then next, distance traveled. So we already know the formulas, ut plus half v square. We find the acceleration value. So we have to put the value as minus, isn't it? So minus acceleration. Don't put plus here. So we will get the value of s as 60 meter. Then we will study motion of particle under gravity. Motion of particle under gravity. So here in rectilinear motion, motion of under gravity. So gravity means moving by the weight. Acceleration due to gravity. Here the acceleration due to gravity means g, 9.81, right? So here the formulas are just changing. Upward motion means the gravity is against, it is retarding. So it is minus g. So when the forward moving, when it is moving downward, it is positive u plus gt. Okay. So while moving gravity, we find the formulas. All the formulas are changing. So in the formula, a stone is projected vertically upwards. It reaches a maximum speed of 12 meters. So it is, a stone is projected vertically upwards. Okay. It is reaching a maximum height is given as 12 meters. Determine the velocity with which the stone was thrown. So we can find the velocity, use this formula. Okay. So here initial velocity. So the formula is this. Upward movement, it is minus g. So minus value we will get. The time taken to reach maximum height. So time. So we need to find the t. So we know the final velocity. Maximum height means velocity becomes 0. Final velocity is 0 at the maximum height. So we will get the value of time as this. Then total time taken. So upward movement. What's the time taken? The same time it will take for return movement. So it is 2 into t. We will get at t is equal to 2t. We will get the value as 3.12 seconds.